Go to heavyweight, where Ohio State will send Chase Singletary to the mat, and he will take on junior David Jensen. Jensen ranks 7th in the nation, Singletary 18th, and even though the Buckeyes have a 6-point advantage, this one, Matthew, is not over.
No, like you said, if Jensen's able to pull off a pin here, it would be the win for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, because it will be split 5-5 matches. And then the next criteria would be who has the most 6-point victories, which would be Nebraska with the sole one. And Jensen does have a noticeable size advantage here.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays this out. Is he going to go for the individual match win? Play it safe, get a takedown or two. Or is he going to go for the match win, try to go upper body, maybe go for the pin?
Chase Singletary certainly has the height for heavyweight. He hasn't quite filled out. He's not a big heavyweight in terms of body mass, but also in wrestling style. He wrestles like a middleweight, a lot of low-level shots.
Yeah, and that kind of works to his detriment sometimes, especially with these bigger guys. Getting caught underneath, holding up that much weight wears you out pretty quickly. So Chase, like you said, is 18th in the country, 16-5 on the season, a redshirt freshman from Naples, Florida. And David Jensen, ranked number 7 in the country, is 13-3 on the season, a redshirt junior from Modbridge, South Dakota.
Nebraska's got a few of those guys from the Dakotas.
A lot of talent there.
There is.
Not a lot of people, but there's some talent.
I mean, so you think per capita, there's a lot of good wrestlers in the Dakotas.
Right. Low-level shot from Jensen.
If you had that one in the pool, bingo.
Chase tries chalk.
Well, now, Well, having that ankle bound up, there's the takedown. If Singletary had been able to free that ankle, we could have had a very, very different look to the finish of that one.
Chase right back up to his feet, and Jensen's just going to let him out. Gets the escape point.
Well, anytime you see one heavyweight bring another up off his feet in a mat return, it gives you just a little bit of pause.
Yeah.
What's going to happen when these guys come back down to earth? For Singletary, it's been at times a strange season, because earlier this year he beat Mason Paris at an open tournament. Paris, of course, has gone on to have really good success this year for Michigan, including winning the rematch 6-3 against Singletary.
And that was a big match for the Bucks. So once again, it comes down to heavyweight.
As it often does. It doesn't always anymore, with the possibility of drawing a random weight class to begin. Of course, today we started at 125 pounds. Now we're getting into more traditional heavyweight type of wrestling. A lot of banging up top.
Pushing, pulling.
2-1 is our score. 15 seconds to go in the first period. No riding time of significance. 9 seconds in favor of Jensen. Now a shot with just a few seconds left, but that'll be fended off. Singletary's choice for the second period. He got out quickly the first time. Will he choose bottom again? Yes.
Yep. So if he gets out, that'll tie it up for him.
Well, Singletary has offense. There's no doubt about it. If he can get to it and get through those massive hips and legs of Jensen. Boy, almost a locking hands there. Now not trying to elevate that. There's going to be a reversal. And he's got that hip turned. He lost it. And here again, the boots in. You don't see this from the big boys very much, but double boots for Singletary. I thought when he had that hip turned, he was going to keep that leg in there to pry the far thigh. Now he's too high.
Wow, Jensen able to work up.
Well, again, that's where having a 30-pound weight advantage, most of it in the midsection, can work for you.
Right. Looks like Singletary's trying to work a power half.
He's settled back a little bit. There you go. Now the boots are both out. Quite a turn of events here. And now we'll go back to neutral with Jensen free, and we're tied at 3.
About 18 seconds of riding time in favor of Singletary now. Wow. Nice defense there by Jensen.
Indeed.
Those feet can move.
And now he's right back in on the shot. And now Singletary trying to slide that boot in.
He's got the crotch lock.
Well, that boot's not sliding in once it's over the back of the neck. You're going to have to free that first.
Squares up, able to hip off a little bit. No damage done there. 40 seconds left in the second.
Well, now catching that ankle, Singletary going to try and drive Jensen to the hip to work up for the takedown. But Jensen's got a lot of reach. He's got a lot of strength trying to fend that off. There you see as they slide across the mat, Singletary trying to drive in. We're going to get a stalemate here.
Yeah, he's got those hips just square on the shoulders. Yep. 20 seconds left here.
Well, outside of the last 45 seconds of the first period, this has not been wrestled like a heavyweight match.
No. Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. A lot of low-level shots. Throwing boots in. Singletary's able to move Jensen pretty well.
Yeah. And Jensen is a big guy. He's not built like a Mako.
Yeah.
He's a regularly proportioned guy, just much, much bigger.
Yep. Jensen going to take down.
And Singletary's just going to get the uncontested escape.
I'm kind of surprised by that. I mean, he's able to ride him for a while. He's got advantage riding time now, only 18 seconds, but he's able to ride him for 45 seconds.
45 seconds to ensure it.
Or just a ride out for the win.
Well, there's both men shooting at the same time. Jensen was lower, but it looks like Jensen might have fuzzed out there for a second.
Nice job, Chase!
And the ref's going to notice. Oh, we got blood?
Yeah, they're calling it for blood time.
Oof, man, Chase is right back in on a shot, too.
Well, it looked like as they both took that shot, Jensen was in farther, but I don't know if he ran into a knee or what happened, but it seemed to shock him just momentarily enough to keep his momentum from going forward to the benefit of Singletary and to his own detriment. And then, I don't know if, I assume that something happened where they knocked noggins in there that caused the blood on Singletary.
Yeah, sometimes when you shoot at the same time, you'll catch his shoulder right in your face. Doesn't feel good.
We can't tell from our angle. Looks like they're working the nose area of Singletary. Try and clean that up.
Still just a 1-point match. Takedown ride out will win it for Singletary. Jensen's able to hold him off. He'll take it. Or a takedown escape.
Looks like there was also blood on Jensen, which I thought initially, the way the referee pointed, that it was Jensen who was bleeding, but I wonder if on the shot you can see the blood there on the shoulder of
looks like he's got it in his
Singletary
eye.
is maybe above his eye there.
Maybe it's not his blood. I don't know.
Well, no, they're wrapping him up over there.
Oh yeah.
Singletary's getting mummified, so it was the eyebrow area.
Yeah, the Dan Gable wrap.
Yep. And for Jensen, he must have, when he shot in, when he was stopped momentarily, he must have hit his nose up against a thigh or a hip or something to start that leaking too.
Now I feel like this break also kind of favors Jensen.
Yes.
I think Singletary had a little more gas in the tank, but still plenty of time, a minute 38.
We're back to it. Now both have shown a willingness and an ability to shoot low and come away with points. Singletary's points came off a reversal, but now he's in on a shot down low, but gave it up.
Oh, wow.
Now spinning around, coming out the back door.
Nothing
no
yet.
points yet. Now there is two.
There it is. Wow.
And again, the boot in, but he's very high.
Jensen
trying to get a reversal here.
If he can just get an escape, it'll tie it up. Singletary kicks out and is tied.
30 seconds of riding time for Singletary here. Quite a sequence.
I thought Jensen was going to score off of that.
We have seen 3 or 4 times now throughout the course of this match where points look to be in the offing, turned out not to be. Now Jensen in on a shot near the out-of-bounds line. They're going to give the takedown. It's waved off.
Wow.
And now they continue to wrestle with 1 foot in, and now
Nebraska's
they're out.
challenging.
And now they're going to challenge.
Okay, it's a good challenge. I mean, it's not last
Absolutely.
match. We might as well use it.
Right.
It was very close. We get a replay of that. Ooh, I think that could be a takedown.
Well,
there's no reaction time.
There's no reaction time. I don't know if that left hand for Jensen ever secured that back leg. It was on the back leg, but I don't know. That's, I think, why the referee initially called the takedown and then waved it off. He saw the hand on the leg, but then it was never actually secured. So again, as we go back to the call earlier in the match, because the call on the mat is no takedown, it has to be pretty definitive evidence. And based upon, let's look at this, where the camera positions are here and where that happened on the mat, I don't know if they're going to have a good angle on it. See right there, that leg keeps moving. There was no.
Now, they might have a different camera than we have, I think, too.
So one of the things that I wonder, after the referee waved off the takedown, watch the left hand go down and re-grab the ankle, if we can see it from this angle. Okay, so here's going to be the takedown, no takedown. Now watch that ankle. He goes and grabs it again. So they may
turned into him. And also, I don't think you can, if they're challenging the first call, I don't think they can be like, oh, I see this now.
That's a can of worms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, as they do this review, hopefully they're more than halfway there in deciding what they want to do, because we're getting a little bit of staleness out on the mat. Singletary getting a takedown to tie things up, to take the lead. Then the escape for Jensen ties this at 5 apiece. Now, I don't know, after the takedown, there was 30 seconds of riding time. I wonder if they switched the riding time when the initial takedown was awarded.
Probably, yeah. I think let's see what the call is here.
We're gonna get the announcement. No
takedown. Is confirmed. We're still tied.
All right, 40 seconds. Time to settle this one.
No stall calls yet.
None indeed. Another good shot by Jensen.
Gets to his
Singletary
feet.
Needs to avoid the step behind there. Jensen trying to dig in. Now he's got a good step.
Gets
Great
his hips
defense
back.
there. Now Singletary trying to cut the corner. Jensen hanging on to the leg for dear life with 10 seconds remaining. Singletary losing his momentum, now getting it back. Trying to cut the corner, on his toes, going behind. Referee on the spot, looking. No takedown, there it is!
1 second left.
Takedown as the match expires. St. John explodes as Chase Singletary defeats number 7 ranked David Jensen by a 7-5 score in regulation. And the Buckeyes come away with a 21-12 victory against Nebraska. Matthew, what a heavyweight match in terms of action.
Wow. That was one of the most interesting heavyweight matches probably of the season.
Certainly so. There may have been some more high-flying endings, some falls, some things of that nature. But for the Buckeyes, no better win than that one, as Chase Singletary with an exclamation point on this Buckeyes victory today.